comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Stands firm and blocks the drive in. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Anything could happen here. All right. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Is the fireball part of the corner game? Does a good job of pushing back. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Knockdown. Heading into the end, gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Overdrive art? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick hit. The jump-in is denied. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Medium kick. Spinning bird kick. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Both fighters planning something? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Going in? Life lead is there, but still excellent block. Looking for a chance. The drive impact doesn't work. Barely blocks the jump, then the bar up to Kosho. A quick breather. Burnout activate. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 showed some very good growth during that matchup. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Starts with a jump. Knockdown. Below heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Neither of them willing to back off. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Holds out with the block. Spinning bird kick. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with a projectile. The attack is parried. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Still very early in the round. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. The jump-in is denied. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown and player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. A super art? Serving them a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. What's next? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Kikosho from heaven. Excellent read. They gotta dig down deep here. Takes them up. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both fighters planning some. The low kick hits. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're near the end of the round. Getting up close and personal. A projectile to say get up. Sets up with the jump in. Sticks out a kick. And whiffs. They're wide open. What now? Jumps. Quick step forward. Fools at the betting it all on the drive rush. SBK hits. That was a magical shot. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's going to break the silence first? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Sticks the combo. Big, low, reaching heavy. They can open up this round big by converting this punish time. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The attack is parried. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Plenty of KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in, hits them with a stop and pop. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player two has a slight life lead. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in, breaks the block with a throw. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Scrapping it out up close. Big throw, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Both but low heavy. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Throws a fireball. Drive impact misses. What are they gonna do? So, what's next? Solid anti-air.
Nothing!
The next touch may decide this one. Overhead attack. What were they thinking? Fireball at that range? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Adds a bit of OD spice. This is gonna hurt. Gets the combo. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a cycle. Play walls flat into the guard frame. SBK hit. Crowns him from above. What now? Gotta do better than that. Raw super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Low heavy. A real test weaves into impact to finish. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Checks them with a projectile. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Trying to read each other here? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The attack is parried. sees it coming and blocks it out. Peppers them with the lightning kick. So little life left. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Feeling out the spacing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Those fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. So, what's next? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Throws a fireball. Peppers them with a lightning kick. In there! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Cross a block. Track that jump nicely. Some fine spacing and timing. Player 2 with the life lead. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. What are they thinking here? Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. The punish counter gives them a great KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fires off an overdrive. Spinning bird kick. Creates an opening with the low heavy. There's a change of sides. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. A quick breather. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1, this is gonna hurt. Both fighters planning something? Scrapping it out up close. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Big drive. Oh, plot twist. Turns out. Finds the target. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Uses their drive gauge. Who's going to steal this win? Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Both fighters, the low! Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. SBK hit! Anti-air in the clutch! Sets up with the jump in! Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major. The low kick hits! Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. Stun, City, population view. They're recovered. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got his walls flat into the guards, but what a finish! Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Chun-Li kick for a mix-up. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. This is going to hurt. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. All right, what's coming up next? Well-timed corner switch. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. KO! Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Holds out with the block. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters have the low. Drive impact misses. Zones with the fireball. A parry? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh my god, they just choked it up! Their spacing is so on point right now. But low heavy!
Lightning kick!
Finds the target! Oh! Putting the cherry closes it out! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Decides to go in with the target combo. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Spends some drive gauge on the reversal. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some in there. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Oh, nice counter. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Brushes that off and keeps going. Spinning bird kick. Throws a fireball. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. That throw do some good damage. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Barely blocks the jump. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player wraps it up with a decisive combo. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Player two, clutch anti-air. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta do better than that. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Target combo into... Flush that off! Looking to follow up after that target combo. There's a drive impact. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Switch sides. Noticeable life lead is a comeback turn. Are you kidding me? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big counter. Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Does a good job of pushing back. Gets the knockdown, and now throws him down. All right, what's coming up next? Great work finding the opening. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Uses the parry. Blocks the low heavy. Taking stock. Grabs him. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player finishes it with the anti-air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jump? Who's going to start things off? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Risky up-close scrap still going. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knockdown and spinning bird kick. Player two blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters are experiencing burnout. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the twins out in the battle of the skies. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Peppers them with a lightning kick. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. There's a drive impact. Vintage. Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. Player two with the rip wrecks them. What are they gonna do? They'll have more fuel to the fight. What a finish! Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drops them from the air. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Blocks the low heavy. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Taking stock in a dire situation. KO! Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge strength. Player one holding on to that corner. Nice counter. Player one will need to play an impact. Squashed. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Experiencing burnout. A quick breathe. Side switch. Player one. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, here we go. Player one, he cashes out the cage right there. Ships him for the win. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Combo with the target combo. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Absorbs the attack and fires back. In a dire situation, the Kano digs in deep to get that drive impact. Player two KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps in. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Still very early in the round. Box him with a target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with a block. Spinning bird kick. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Showing some real tenacity. Rattles them with a spinning bird, brushes that off and keeps going. But they can't squander this punish counter chance. Player one one has the super gauge advantage. Is this gonna kill? The super art doesn't hit, finishes them with a drive impact. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still slugging it out here. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. Not so bad. Bops him with a target combo. Changes the pace with an air dare. Takes a trip. Gotcha. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Back throw for the side switch. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Closing moments of the match. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. Will want to keep the ball rolling. Manages to block the jump-in attack. The throw misses. Jumps in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Player 2 has the chance. Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand of that character, but they're about to get crushed. Drops them from the air. Ooh, what a smart throw. They were right to be on guard there. Noticeable, the drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Does a good job of pushing back. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. Stops the attack by using a drive there. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries the attack. Time's the only thing moving here. Takes a trip. Grabs him. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Feeling out the spacing.
Hadouken!
Doing some quick planning? Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 holding on to that quarter advantage. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? There's an overdrive arm. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Rattles them with a spinning bird. Neither of them willing to back off here. Bops him with a target. Hits him with a stop and pop. Digs in deep to get that driving. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Breaks the block with a throw. Full sets up with the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Spinning bird kick. The punish counter on the action. The super connect, the low. Both sides getting ready. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.